This is former WWE superstar Damian Sandow, now known as Aaron Stevens, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Keep it tuned. You're welcome.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, and we'd like to say thanks to our sponsors, the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, the Englishtown Flea Market, Blue Building, booths 46 through 48. Check them out every weekend until 3 p.m. Also, check them out this coming October, that would be what, 2nd? October 2nd at the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. Former Total Divas star Ariane Andrews, formerly known as Cameron, will be there live signing and taking photos with the fans as part of the Damage 365 radio tour that will continue, of course, at Legends of the Ring later that month with Cameron and others. We'll get to that a little later, but again, October 1st, she'll be signing at This Is Wrestling's debut show in Long Island. So check them out, facebook.com. This-is-wrestling. And, of course, October 2nd at the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. Facebook.com/Funkenstein Inc. or check them out by going to the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. They'll give you more information, including a little postcard in your bag that'll have all the date information. Or, of course, go to Facebook.com/Damage365 or Damage365Radio.weebly.com to check out Damage Notes for everything that's going on in this company, whether it's broadcasting, shows, times, guests, or tour members. It's all on there. And of course, Esposito's Pizza and Pasta of Matawan and Manasquan in New Jersey. SesameSeedPizza.com for more information, menus, times, unbelievable food at both those locations. And just tell them that we sent you. Maybe they'll hook you up with some free garlic knots, or if you go on Fridays, it's Zeppeli Fridays. That's right. So let's go over a little wrestling. Wrestling, yay! Wrestling. Yeah, we were. It's wrestling. Wrestling, yay! Yeah. All right. Well, very nice venue. Very nice venue. Probably one of the best and nicest Knights of Columbus buildings we've seen. Definitely the best menu I've seen. They had empanadas.
I know.
Empanadas.
I never seen empanadas.
How you doing, empanadas?
How you doing, empanadas?
Are you kidding me? They had mozzarella sticks, empanadas, chicken fingers. They had chicken sandwiches, and they had a side of buffalo sauce. They had chicken wings. They had fries, hot dogs, chips, soda, coffee, hot chocolate, popcorn. I mean,
You can't get this at Burger King.
yeah, you can't get this at you can't get this at Fun Station.
No, you can't.
You usually get a semi not so dirty water dog that Papa Bellini serves us, and then we got to go walk outside to go get a soda. Or you just do what I do and just eat a Snickers bar and hold out to the diner for later.
Yeah. You're not you when you're hungry.
That's right, definitely. We've already seen pictures of me. What happens when I'm hungry? I fall asleep. So, thanks, Mooch. Dick. Anyway, the show opened up with a 10-bell salute to the late WWE Hall of Famer Harry Fujiwara, also known as Mr. Fuji, which was pretty cool. And I know it was a while ago, but it was their first show since it happened, so that was kudos for them to remember to do that. We, of course, had ours a couple weeks ago. So their opening match was called the Gauntlet of Fire. It was 4 contestants came out, and you either can submit, get pinned, or get eliminated by thrown over the top rope. And when that happens, the next contestant comes into the ring until you have the last man standing. And all the contestants, as a foul, not in any particular order, but it was Pinky Sanchez, who still has probably one of the best intros ever. Mike Donovan, Aaron Bradley, Mike Gracia, Magic, one of our favorites, Bones, Sebastian Cage, and the Peacemaker, aka Severe Knockoff, very close to copyright infringement of the Big Boss Man. But it came down to the very end, and it was Pinky Sanchez victorious. And this one, a very entertaining match, a lot of high flying, a lot of physical contact. Pinky Sanchez showing off all his arsenal.
Started match finish.
Including a stuffed cat, but that wasn't his. But it was still a very, very entertaining match. And I mean, I will say, like, some of the night as we were sitting there, we were looking at each other, going, a lot of this is very gimmicky. You know, a lot of very mid '80s. You know, the constant rolling under the bottom rope and going to the outside and, you know, killing time, and everybody has a really, really kind of cheesy '80s gimmick where they kind of like stick to it, and it just. But that's not to take anything away from the guys and the girls. They performed very well in the ring, and you know, and a lot of these guys wrestle elsewhere, so it's not just like, it's not Pro Wrestling Magic is very gimmicky. A lot of these guys are gimmicky, you know, and instead of just, you know, kind of going in there and being who you are and, you know, being an ass kicker, you know, you got the champion coming down with the music and the flag and the robe and the walking real slow, the 15-minute walk to the ring, and, you know, it took longer for the entrance than it did for the match. I mean, so, you know, some of it gets a little, it's like, wow, like 30 years ago. But I mean, it was a good card. So,
Well, it just, you know, it allows for the spotlight to focus on you.
It does. I mean, you want the spotlight to be on you. I mean, when you're in the ring, you want to take control. You want the spotlight to be on you. But I just feel sometimes guys get too gimmicky, like the Peacemaker. All right, look, dude, you're a 6'9", 300-pound monster, okay, who looks like he's in his mid-40s. Probably not, but that's what he looks like. He looks like an absolute utter rip of the Big Boss Man. You trying to tell me you couldn't come up with anything better? You know, you couldn't be the Garbage Man. You know, you couldn't be. You couldn't be the sewer man. You couldn't be. You know, you couldn't be the transit guy, the paper boy. I mean, you couldn't be anything. I mean, you really ripped.
The chef.
Ripped.
The chef.
Oh my God, it could have been anybody, but it was like an absolute. I mean, look, if that's your hero, and you know that's who you want to base your why you want to wrestle after. That's fine, but you don't have to be like him. You don't have to look like him.
Well, yeah, nice.
That, you know, that's what Dolph Ziggler's biggest knock is, that he tries too much to be like Shawn Michaels, and that's his knock, because he's be yourself. TJ Marconi, his biggest influence in his life was Kevin Nash, and the boot party, and the boot to the face, and the sidewalk slam, and the powerbomb, like he does all his moves. But he started to get away from the look, though. Even though he kept some of the arsenal, he got away from the actual gimmicky. Well, yeah, the stuff he was wearing, like his ring gear wasn't like, you know, didn't have the fringes, and he got rid of the fringes and stuff like that. You know, he kind of got away from the look, but you know, you can still have the arsenal and get away from the look, and people are gonna know regardless. So, next match saw Ricky Martinez. What was his Picture Perfect? Was that him? Picture Perfect Ricky Martinez?
I think it was.
Yeah, took on and defeated David Starr. That was a pretty good match as well. Two very athletic guys there. Triple-licious defeated EC Negro, and in a very confusing match, the Dark Arts Championship match, the champion Everett Cross took on Danger Jameson. The crowd, obviously behind Danger Jameson, who was sporting a Hot Wheels t-shirt and was billed as a professional stunt double and a stuntman. So, talk about gimmick. I don't. First of all, I don't get the title. Dark Arts. Is it like Harry Potter? Like the defense against the dark arts. Like, I was waiting for like Snape to come down and wave his wand and Harry Potter to come out and send Voldemort back to hell. I mean, I don't get the whole dark arts championship where you're allowed to punch closed fists, which everybody does. Everybody does. Doesn't matter. And Everett Cross, not your prototypical wrestler, let alone champion. Little soft in some areas. Just very, I don't know. It just doesn't look like. I mean, we've seen some softer guys in the ring, but
He doesn't look like.
he doesn't look like a guy that's intimidating. They should hold a title called the Dark Arts Championship.
Right.
That's basically what I'm getting to. But needless to say, he defeated Danger Jameson and retained his title.
Yeah.
So,
Building himself up.
so I've seen Everett Cross in the past, and yeah, not a fan. Not a fan. Some guys have grown on me over the years. You know, Hedges, Chachi. But I don't know about Everett Cross.
What, is repetitive?
It doesn't look that. Well, first, I don't. Again, I can't. You can't sell the title name to me. I mean, Dark Art. Like,
Didn't sell the title name to me either.
did somebody never watch the Harry Potter movie ever in their life before they named this title the Dark Arts Championship? Like, I
Maybe it
don't.
was something else.
Yeah, it's dark arts. It's the art of fighting, the underground fighting. You know, you can do whatever you want in the ring, but I don't think they should call it. They should just gonna call it. It's like their version of the No Limits title, basically. Just call it something. Just call it No Limits. Call it the. I don't know. Just don't call it dark arts. You hate dark. Anybody who you're relating this to, your fan base, who's pretty much between the ages of 13 and 35, are going to relate anything to hear dark arts. They're going to think of magic. They're going to think of Harry Potter. You know, some of the guys that we were sitting next to probably would not relate to Harry Potter. They definitely weren't relating to the match because they were laughing the whole time. That was the most ridiculous thing they've ever seen. But we got to sit next to a former wrestler, sitting behind a former wrestler. We had him laughing pretty much all night. It was pretty good. Oh my god! Is that?
Apparently, he sucks my mom's tits.
Yeah, apparently. JT said you suck, and he decided to stand up and look in our direction. It says on your mother's tits, and so much for family show. So much for this family show.
The crowd pop.
It was funny, but I got even, not with him, but I got even with the heels later on in the show. So moving on, triple threat tag team match for the championship. The champions, the Down Boys, took on Private Party and Massage Envy.
That was kind of creepy.
All right. Two guys dressed in white, one with a mask. So he was definitely someone's teacher wrestling. So he had to wrestle under a mask.
Yeah.
Okay, that was definitely someone's teacher out there. Okay, he doesn't want to get caught wrestling. These guys are supposed to be massage therapists. They're using massage holds to cripple the muscles of their opponents. Then they're doing nice massage deep to get